Last time on Team Talent. After escaping an awkward encounter at the Rusty Bucket, our 4 party members tried to make the most of an ordinary afternoon in Merrow. They explored the town, stocked up on supplies, and continued learning the strengths, quirks, and dangers of their mysterious talents. But curiosity quickly gave way to chaos. A confrontation with the town guard spiraled far beyond anyone's intentions. In a moment of panic, Nico's talent manifested and lashed out, taking the life of a guard. And with no time to explain, and no reason to believe anyone would actually listen, they decided to run, leaving Merrow behind, and leaving behind any hope that life could simply return to normal, leaving the 4 of them a few miles out in the deep forest, far off the beaten path. The forest is quiet. Not peaceful, just quiet. The kind of quiet that settles in after too much has happened too quickly. The last traces of daylight have long since disappeared beneath the trees. Your small campfire has burned itself down to a bed of glowing embers, offering little more than enough warmth to remind you how cold the night has become. None of you ever got around to cooking. The food you'd packed sits untouched. Now that the adrenaline has faded, the emptiness in your stomach begins competing with the pit that settled there for entirely different reasons. No shouting, footsteps, or pursuit, but instead the occasional rustle of leaves overhead, and the distant chorus of insects carrying on as though nothing in the world has changed. Merrow is beyond the darkness of the trees. Whether the town is searching for you, whether they even know where to begin, you have no way of knowing. And for the first time since you met, there is nothing demanding your immediate attention. No one is chasing you. No one is telling you where to go. There's only the small campfire, the forest, and the 4 of you around it. And now, I ask a question to the party. What does this silence sound like?
I'll go first. The silence is the silence to me is extremely deafening, because what I am actually hearing is repeatedly a squishing noise, and I can't get it out of my head.
Silence is a subtle ring of tinnitus that is just ever present, doesn't go away, despite your focus going on the campfire, the coals, or the birds and the owls in the forest. It's still just presently just piercing the quiet.
The silence is an uneasy, anxious feeling of somebody watching us, even though I have no reason to actually believe that.
The silence is the silence is paranoia, expecting someone to be around the corner anytime.
Okay. And I'll say, at this point of night, the time doesn't really seem to register as time in the same way. Like, you might know, oh, it's about an hour before sundown, or, oh, it's around high noon at this point. No. At this point of the night, it's just been dark for at least a couple hours. You all occasionally will glance past each other into the darkness of the forest, waiting potentially for a group of guards to come hunt you down, for a rogue bandit to walk into the camp, or an animal to devour you alive. I mean, other than Robert and maybe Ringtail, the lot of you are not the most accustomed to forest living, per se, and maybe are more accustomed to the comforts of a village. And as you think those things over, the different silences registering slightly different, that pang of hunger fills in once again as you realize you haven't eaten before you even got sent to jail in the first place. The first time.
Hey, I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty friggin' hungry.
Well, the most that I can offer any of you is some cabbage.
I already gave everyone a ration, so
I think we start a fire and let's get this show cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Just to remind you, you do have a fire already going. It's probably at this point been going for a few hours, as you guys have just kind of sat in your thoughts, decompressing for at least the last hour or two.
Let's stoke this bad boy and get some fish going.
Let's grill up this fish.
All right.
I will pull out my... Did we even determine what kind of fish they were?
Did you buy the red fish, the blue fish, the one fish, or the two fish?
I think I bought the two fish.
I think you did. Those would likely be some tuna fish.
Tuna. Let's go. Then never mind. I'm gonna. Did anyone? Man, we need salt. We gotta cure this other tuna.
I think
what kind of tuna
curing
is
it
this?
would. I think curing it would be too long of a process to be able to eat it reasonably soon.
Are we
But I
talking
do like where your head's at.
Yeah, like are we talking like these are albacore tuna? Like
I don't know. Let me take a look at that. Can I roll a knowledge to see if I can identify what breed of tuna this is?
What type of tuna do you think it is?
I'll be so honest. I don't know a lot of tuna types.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and roll.
So
red snapper.
Give me a knowledge check.
that's going to be a 10.
Yeah, those are gonna be just your run-of-the-mill albacore. They're kind of your more standard, just kind of mid tuna. They're pretty common. Not like the worst, not the tastiest, just kind of average.
timestamp. You do realize that albacore tuna are like 40-pound fish, right?
You have some small albacore fish with you.
Okay.
Very small albacore.
That's why I was like, oh, I have tuna. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's get this show rolling. Let's fire roast some tuna. Yo, Ringtail, you got some skills. See if you can go find us some pretty sturdy sticks to hold up the weight of these fish to smoke them.
I point at the tree surrounding us.
Okay, now collect them. Bring them to the fire.
With what? You think I got an axe, son?
Not
I
the
got a
tree.
knife?
Not the tree. Just break the branches.
I don't mean to alarm you, but I am small.
But you're resourceful, and that's why I like you.
Do you need help with that, Ringtail?
I just might.
I'll help you to the best of my abilities. I'm used to trees.
All right.
Way to be a team player, Robert.
The two of you
gotta
in.
do what you can.
The two of you go.
It helps my anxiety.
The two of you go and collect sticks for the next couple of minutes. You wander just a little bit further away, not finding any immediately, as you probably used the immediate ones to build the fire in the first place. So you go a little bit further off, maybe 50, 100 feet out, just to look for them. As leaving Marsalis and Nico, you see Nico is kind of wrapping himself in his hoodie, as Marsalis kind of stokes the flames and does what he does to prepare his tuna fish. Is there anything exchanged between the two of you at this time? Whether spoken or unspoken?
I'm still kind of just burying myself in my hood.
I would I'd glance up at him and just be like, and try to like get like a vibe read off of him.
What does he read off of you?
I shame, fear.
Shame, fear. What else?
Probably confusion as well. I'm trying to like bury myself in my hood.
Yeah. You're actively trying to conceal these things.
Yeah.
Sure. You get a glimpse of that, though, Marsalis, as you really take a moment to just observe. Looking up. Nico, you maybe feel the eyes, maybe you don't. But Marsalis tries to maybe empathize or just understand.
That bro nod down like that, just like, yeah, this kind of sucks.
And the camera pans over to Robert and Ringtail as you guys are searching.
You gotta get at the branch at the edge of it. You can't get it at the end. It's not gonna break that way.
Ringtail, I know what I'm doing. I'm a wood elf. I've spent my life in the forest. I know how to handle some wood.
That, but it looks like it's just not gonna go too well.
Listen, I understand you trying to help and I appreciate that. But if you want to help, then lend me a hand over here. Don't tell me what to do. Okay.
Hands over to a 2'5" little raccoon self.
Listen, I understand that you're a small guy, but you can be small and mighty, okay? Anything can help when it comes to physicality. You want to give me a hand with this little twig here?
What does the twig look like?
What does the twig look like, Robert?
The twig is a low-hanging branch that is still connected to a tree that is about around half an inch diameter. That is a good about 1.5 feet, 2 feet long. And because of the rain, it is wet, not dry.
Gotcha.
So there's a bit of moisture coming off of the twig.
Okay.
Listen, I could try to hold that, but do you have like a knife to cut it loose?
Does Robert have a small knife in some capacity?
Why didn't I think of that? No, I hate to break to you, Ringtail. I do not have a knife on me. I'm sorry.
Well, then I guess we're both gonna have to pull at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. One of you give me a body check. The other one give me a dexterity check.
Who's doing what?
I think we're both bad in body, so I don't think it matters who does what.
Alright. I could...
Just tell me which one you guys are doing.
I'll do body, 14.
Yeah. I'm actually not good in body, believe it or not. What am I rolling again?
Dexterity.
Dexterity. Alright, you got it. That's going to be a 14.
Both of you with
14
a
on
14. Okay. Yeah. Sure. You guys are able to retrieve the branch, twig, with a effortful motion, particularly from Ringtail, as he kind of scurries up and around and does some sort of acrobatic maneuver to help snap this thing off and give you the twig, branch thing, your stick, you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like a good prime stick for stoking a flame. Or whatever you might need it for.
Now,
Good
Ringtail.
stick.
This is a good stick, Ringtail. But Ringtail, I just got an idea.
Oh,
You're
no.
a raccoon, right?
Perhaps.
So you got
Might very well
claws,
be.
right?
I mean, they're not like claws of a grizzly bear.
Well, I'm sure that they're not, but surely you can use them to at least like do a little bit of cutting.
I mean, these claws are more for digging than they're for cutting.
Mm.
What are you asking here? What do you want me to do?
Listen, I was just thinking that if you could, at the base of the twigs that we come across, if you could do like a little poking and prodding or a little bit of sawing to get it started.
Nah, it's not really gonna. I mean, I could scratch it for like a good hour and a half before it does anything to that,
Mm.
but it's not gonna be super effective.
Well, there goes that plan. Let's go on. Let's look for some more twigs and branches.
Yeah, we'll say you guys roll me a d20. You want a low roll on this one for both of you. We'll take the average of the two numbers.
Rolled a flat.
Just flat.
3.
I rolled a 17.
So a 20 divided by 2 is 10. It takes you guys 10 minutes to find the remaining sticks that you guys could need.
That sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's mainly Robert finding almost all of them immediately, and then Ringtail kind of like scurrying around, picking up a stick, realizing it's either way too big or way too small, and just kind of bouncing from place to place until he realizes Robert has already found just about all of them in 10 minutes. Ringtail contributes 1. But with that, you guys do find a bundle of sticks, and you return back to Marsalis and Nico. As you guys can hear the faint sound of wood, something hitting wood. As you guys return, Marsalis, what do Robert and Ringtail see as they return back?
As they are returning back to camp, the constant sound of something small hitting a hitting tree trunks, like progressively harder, is getting closer and louder. As a metallic object about, I don't know, it's, about 6 inches in length by about an inch in diameter, probably weighing about a pound, is rolling through the forest floor, bouncing off of the roots of the tree trunks, coming towards the camp in increasing speed.
Yeah, I don't mean to alarm you guys. First off, we got a good bundle of sticks here. You guys hear that
What's
sound
that?
too?
Nico, this is the first time you decide to look up, slightly breaking your mini trance thing you've got going on.
Okay.
I want you to just take a flat roll to see if you can kind of spot what it is.
19.
Okay. Yeah. What does Nico see? Marsalis?
Nico sees this metal rod come rolling into camp. Not at a high speed, but like not enough to be to like cause bodily injury,
Mm-hmm.
but enough to be like alarming that it's like it shouldn't be there. Why is it here at this rate? Like why did it show? Why did it just look like someone just threw this in here from behind the next tree?
What the heck is that? How did it get here? I look at Marsalis. Is this you?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm exhausted. I'm hungry. I'm tired.
Where,
I
where did that even come from?
So, I guess to better explain who I am and what I am, my powers aren't exactly controlling magnetism or being magnetic. It's my powers are using it to suppress the magnetism. So, ergo, the more tired I get, or more fatigued I become, the weaker my control over my suppression becomes. And things kind of just start showing up.
And what is this thing
Sometimes-
that showed up?
It's a metal. It's just a metal rod.
Okay.
Do we know where it came from specifically?
No,
You could tell the
That's
direction.
what I find much more concerning.
I know it. I know it came from that way.
Yeah, I imagine it doesn't look like particularly clean. Maybe it's something that was left out in the woods. You have no idea from how far, but it's here now. It's probably rusted as all get out, but it's a metal rod.
Do we know what direction it came from in relation to Merrow?
We'll say it came from the direction that you believe Merrow would be.
Okay.
So,
I mean, it's rusted as all get out. It looks like it's probably been on the forest floor for who knows how long. It's probably some old camping equipment that just got forgotten.
yeah. And as this conversation continues, like it's still continuing to like guide itself towards Marsalis. At some point rolling, and it rolls a little faster than if it's just kind of like bouncing on end to end towards him. And eventually it does, as he's standing near the flames, it does come near his leg and attach itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marsalis, I think we need to get some food in you.
I think
Yeah,
that'd be
probably a good idea.
nice.
So with that,
I think that would be really nice.
we can go ahead and just kind of montage everyone cooking together, or at least those who are interested in cooking together and giving their 2 cents, their opinions on how long it should be cooked, what kind of seasonings you should use. You don't have any. And what things to add to the meal. Perhaps cabbage, perhaps some of the other things you guys have found.
I don't know about that cabbage. I heard some bad rumors it wasn't good right now.
Listen. I understand you being cautious of the cabbage, but trust me when I tell you this. As a cabbage expert myself, this cabbage is good. The thing that you heard about that was bad isn't cabbage. It's that filthy thing that looks like cabbage, lettuce.
Oh, that's important. Wait a minute, aren't those the same thing?
No, those are not the same thing.
Well, is it like an iceberg or is it a Roman? Yeah, tell me.
Well, I mean, as far as I've gathered from the farming communities in the Wood Elf Forest, it's primarily iceberg lettuce, I think. But I can tell you one thing for sure, it's not cabbage.
Well, that's good to know.
And with that, our montage just kind of cuts over dramatic camera pans and zooms and like zoom in, zoom outs, yada, yada, yada. After about a half an hour of slaving over a very rural campfire, you guys are able to successfully make 4 portions of fish, fill in the blank. What sort of, is it just roasted fish, or did you do anything with it?
Because I think what we would have done is we would have taken some of the fish that was cooked, because we have bread. I know we have bread. I know we have cabbage. And
I think I still have my mushrooms.
I would have taken some of the fish. I would have mashed it into the bread just a little bit, layered it with some nice cabbage and mushroom, just to give a little bit of elegance to the meal. Just because we're living in the woods doesn't mean we have to be barbaric.
You're able to make a decent meal for everyone. Marsalis feeling a little bit of a reprieve as you quickly take the first bite of food, and it fills your stomach with a needed sense of comfort, as it's felt like nothing has gone right in the last several hours and has led you to here. But as you take that bite and you chew and you savor it for a moment, the metal rod slowly falls to the ground with a clang. Ringtail, play that sound effect.
How big is the metal rod? Where is it? Where is it?
As it, maybe not that loudly, but it does fall to the floor, and you feel a reprieve. Does anyone not choose to eat?
I'm gonna.
I take a little bit and pick at it. I'll try and stomach something, but I don't know how much I'll actually get down.
Sure. Yeah, give me a body check from you. See if you can kind of force it into your system. Get yourself some sustenance.
3.
Ew.
Yeah.
Not gonna like that one. As you try and take a bite, you bite into a very fleshy part of the meat, and you hear almost identically that same squelch sound that you had heard in that room, and immediately you spit it out, and you cannot help but your body cannot help itself but run over towards a tree and just start violently throwing up, as that memory is still firmly haunting you.
Well, I guess I'm not sleeping near that tree.
Nope.
As like
Poor fellow.
that panic that you've been trying to suppress this evening is still very much haunting you. Like the taste of the umami flavor on your mouth just feels like blood on your hands as well as on your heart. And it is going to take a lot for you to fall asleep tonight. You already feel these thoughts coming into your head, as anxiety and paranoia just take over. You kind of wipe your face, and you kind of just start breaking down. You get on your knees by the tree and maybe start sobbing to yourself.
Yeah.
The three of you are silently eating your food as you notice the dropped fish sandwich of sorts on the floor now in front of the campfire. Maybe one side of it getting a little toastier now.
I put my little sandwich down and get up and go over to Nico just to make sure that he's doing as good as he can, because obviously he's not doing the best right now. You doing okay, Nico?
I can't get through the weeping.
Hey, it's okay to cry, buddy. It's okay to cry. It's okay to not talk. Today has been one hell of an emotional day for all of us. You particularly, because of things. So if you need a moment, that is a-okay.
I
But
kind of give a small nod.
Does Nico choose to just let it out and cry?
Uh,
Like you're fighting yourself to not cry in front of someone.
I think I'm going to continue to try and keep it together because I know that just letting my emotions kind of go rampant leads to bad things.
Okay. Yeah. Don't give me a check. What are some things like words or sentences or things that Nico might be saying to himself, whether he's drawing from past experience, whether he's drawing from things people have said to him? What are some of the words flying through his head? They don't have to be organized, just words. Word vomit.
That I'm using to try and encourage myself to keep calm.
Any words. They can be a combination, good, bad, everything in between.
Oh gosh. I'm trying to focus on encouraging words that my sister would say to me when we were younger.
Okay. Maybe like a mixture of those as well as perhaps like lies or thoughts that you've been telling yourself today. Just kind of a mixture. I imagine it's not all going to be good thoughts, but those are the ones you're trying to say to yourself, as well as there are
Yes,
other
yeah.
words that you are definitely hearing and feeling over yourself.
Yeah, mixed in maybe with words of like names or uh, I don't know, slurs that people are now starting to use against those with powers.
Mm-hmm.
So even if they didn't know that I have abilities that, and this is kind of a background lore for the world. Like, is that a thing? Or
Yeah,
I know that
so
people. Okay.
answer to your question, it's not super commonly known, but you've been called, like, let's say a freak before, like a weirdo, a creep, any sorts of words pertaining to that, and maybe you've heard like one other person. I'd say talents have not been super publicly talked about. You might have thought you overheard someone talking about a power or magic or something, but you're not 100% sure at this point. That doesn't mean that it isn't being talked about. It's that you've probably not heard a lot. But what you have heard is even just in your younger childhood, before you had your talent, you do remember like people being mean to you, like maybe just a childhood bully, maybe someone just outright being hateful to you
Yeah.
for reasonable reasons or unreasonable reasons, and everything in between, as well as you've had the influence of your sister, who's always like, whether she's been called things or not, she's chosen to be a positive light through it. She's chosen to remain encouraging to you. And you can hear some of the maybe the sentences she said. And what would those sound like?
Let's see. Those would be you're a kind kid, Nico. Uh, thanks, little bro. Just like very casual sibling conversational stuff.
Sure.
Um, along those lines.
I gotcha. And those, as well as mixed with other words from other people you've heard, whether they were even directed at you or just freak, you weirdo, get out of here. Just all sorts of things mixed around, and your mind's trying to make sense of all of it at the same time. A thousand different words and thoughts and sentences and all sorts of things just overrun your mind, but I'll say for now you're able to remain calm enough to where Robert feels like he can safely walk away and know that you'll be okay for the moment.
Okay.
How big is the metal pipe that got magnetized to Marsalis?
6 inches or so, I believe he said.
Yeah.
6 or 7 inches.
6 inches.
My metal pipe now.
Hey, you want it, you can have it. Like I said, you're resourceful.
Excellent.
Kind of scared to see what he does with that, but I'm also very intrigued.
Yeah, honestly, so am I. If it wasn't for being intrigued by what he's going to do, I kind of wouldn't have wanted to have him have it.
Yeah, but think about all the possibilities.
There are so many possibilities with him and that piece of rod.
But anyway, what anything else other than dinner and dinner conversation going on?
No, don't think so.
Okay.
Now that Nico has gone a bit calmed down from everything and I've been able to walk away.
Ringtail's pocketing every large fish bone he can.
All right. Give me a what kind of dice do you got near you?
I have a D20.
Give me a D20 check. We're gonna half the roll.
All right. I got 15.
You got 8. We'll round up. You found 8 chicken bones.
Chicken bones.
I'm sorry, fish bones. I don't know why I said chicken bones. I just had chicken and I was looking over at my plate.
You got chicken on your mind.
Dude, you got 8 of those suckers. One of them's a little half size, but for all intents and purposes, you have 8.
Excellent.
Like that. This dude's, hey, Ringtail, what you doing over there, buddy?
Listen, we are in the middle of the woods and we have nothing. This is materials we can use.
You know, I really can't argue with that logic. Carry on.
Also, don't let a single piece of that fish go to waste.
Oh, you're talking.
We do not know. We do not know when we're gonna go to everyone.
Yeah, we should look for some spices. Let's see if we can try to preserve this stuff.
Well, we're gonna probably find spices in a town of which, last I checked, we're probably criminals in. So let's avoid the nearby towns for a bit, if it can be helped.
This is the only town nearby for a bit.
And I guess we gotta find some way to live out here for a hot minute.
I don't know. I think we can figure. Something out. Like, how tall are? Is it? It's still nighttime.
It very much, yeah. At least for the last couple hours.
Well, then here's this. We all got full stomachs. Well, most of us. Let's try and get some shut eye.
I think that is the best thing to do from now. And then in the morning, we can try and get our wits about us, try and figure out a way to go. And then wherever we end up camping at night, I can help with setting that up, making it as livable as possible.
Now, my only concern is that there were people that were after us, and they were pretty adamant about getting us. So I think one of us should stay up for a little bit, just to keep an eye out.
I was just about to suggest, good sir, it is probably a good idea that we make sure that we at least have a night watch shift for this. Especially being that we are all probably being hunted.
I'll say, of the lot of you, Robert definitely feels the most in this element. And you've definitely slept in the forest more times than you can count. Even still, everyone else is not as accustomed to sleeping on the floor of a forest. So you kind of help over the next hour, I imagine, get people set up to some capacity of a makeshift bedroll, but it is definitely not comfortable.
Ringtail's probably sleeping in a tree.
Does Ringtail normally sleep in a tree?
Does Ringtail normally sleep in a bed?
That's what I'm asking you.
Yeah, I think that's a more valid question.
I,
But that
I'm
is
gonna
for
say
you to answer.
I'm gonna say Ringtail doesn't usually sit in a bed or a bedroll
Okay.
as typical because he's usually finding random spots in which no one's gonna bother him to sleep.
Okay.
So he's probably used to sleeping high up in safe spaces.
Okay. So, yeah, you probably find yourself a little empty nest, and you're content with that. And Robert makes it a point to kind of make Marsalis and Nico slightly more comfortable bedding than for himself, as you decide you're going to stay awake for a good bit anyway. Keep watch.
Yeah.
As eventually, whether through deciding to fall asleep or simply exhaustion sets in, a lot of you do make it a point to fall asleep, other than Robert. And as for you, Robert, what do you think you're thinking about as you start your watch, as it's quiet by the campfire?
The watch gets started for the night after having fully calmed down and had some food and just gotten back into my element of the woods. I've gotten a lot more calmer, and as the rest of the party goes to sleep, the thought of just peace of being back in the woods fills me, and I cannot help but think of, even if some people come to find us from Merrow, the thought of knowing that we will be okay, because I'm in my element, I can get us all out.
Okay. And next up, I want you to roll. Not you. Amazon device going off. Next up, I want you to roll a d20.
Flat?
Yep.
That's going to be a 7.
7, you say? Interesting.
Not a 6. A 7.
You spend the next couple of hours as you're in thought for a while. Do you ever choose to get up, maybe walk around, stretch your legs, or do you just kind of sit there in the quietness of the night?
I'm going between a couple of trees, just in a little circle, just to make sure that I have full eyes on every direction, should anything come, but no more than going like 25, 30 feet in a circle.
Mm-hmm. And what would you say your mind would be looking for, or most concerned about?
Mm-hmm. While I'm looking out into the forest and trying to keep an eye on things, the main thing that I'm trying to watch out for is any kind of unusual glint in the light, any kind of reflection of moonlight, anything that shows metal.
Sure.
Something that is not supposed to be in the forest.
Sure. I'll say, as you think about that and as you decide to look around, you don't notice metal per se, but you do recall the pipe rolling through the forest, and you kind of look over in that direction, as well as all around, and you kind of notice some footprints that you don't recall being there earlier.
How close am I to the footprints?
We'll say 20-ish feet away. Just enough to barely see them, and kind of, they're not paw prints. They're not Marsalis's giant feet. They're not yours. And Nico's shoes definitely would not make that print.
Upon seeing the footprints, I cannot help but feel, because of the rain, that if there are any pre-existing feet prints, they'd have been washed away by the rain. This is something recent. And so when I notice it, I slowly start to make my way back to the rest and lightly move to awake both Nico and Marsalis.
Okay.
Hey. Actually, you too, Ringtail. I poke Ringtail with a stick to try and get him awake. Shh. I don't mean to alarm anybody here, but I think we're not alone. I know I saw some footprints.
Whose are they? Are they? Hold on, let me wake up.
They're not any of ours. I can tell you that for a fact.
All right. And we know. Okay. Where are they? Are they off floors where you guys were earlier, or?
I point in the direction where the footprint was seen. About 30 feet that way.
Okay. Is it the direction they were earlier, or is it something different direction?
They kind of walked all around the camp.
Oh, awesome.
Like, you guys probably did a full circle around the camp, probably twice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How long have we been asleep?
Couple hours.
It's been a couple hours. About 3-4 hours.
Yeah, you guys are definitely groggy.
I'm gonna snuff out this fire. Let's try to keep a low profile.
As you snuff out the flames, it gets noticeably colder. Robert, you definitely feel colder yourself. Maybe even a bit icy.
I have some chills going on my body, yeah.
Ringtail brandishes his newly acquired metal stick.
Nico, what's going through your mind right about now? Did you even sleep during that time? Was it?
Yeah, through just the exhaustion and the mental weight, the repetitive thoughts almost act as like a prayer, and I do finally manage to get a little bit of sleep.
Mm-hmm. And right as you do, you are awoken. Right as you feel like, oh, okay. And you're definitely groggy, as Robert tells you that you think you're being watched, I believe is the wording you used.
Hmm.
I think he said we're not alone.
Ah, that's...
Yeah, we're not alone.
Does anyone go to inspect the footprints?
I will, but I'm not gonna go alone.
Yeah, I will go with Marsalis.
Okay.
Ringtail, me and Robert are gonna go check the footprints out. You and Nico stay here and just try to stay aware. We don't know what this is. We don't know who it is. For all we know, it could just be an animal. For all we know, it could be guards coming trying to get us. Let's just play safe but sorry and keep an ear out for things.
I'll stay over here by Nico. Just don't go super far.
No, we won't. And if anyone tries to get to you or Nico, replace their eyeball with that metal rod.
Oh, what do you think I have?
What do the tracks look like?
What do the tracks look like? Who goes to investigate?
I'll look. I'll have Robert keep watch.
Yeah.
All right. As you take a look, they just look like regular old shoes. Not quite like boots, but not like, animal prints either. And you see they kind of lead up to a point about 20, 30 feet away, and then they stop where they're at and then turn right back around. And you see that they go a bit further into the forest as far as you can tell. barely illuminated by the trees.
All right, we're gonna go back. Guys, clearly whatever this is, it's gone. But it's a person because they're boots.
They're
Yep.
not boots. They're just
They're not
normal.
boots?
They're normal shoes.
They're still shoes.
Okay.
Yes, but they're not like military style or like
Yeah.
anything. Like, you know that the guards
heavy
that you had
duty.
seen all had more heavy duty boots, but
Mhm.
these look like more civilian like shoes.
Robert,
I think
you
we
know
think
you know the wood area better than most of us. Do you happen to know this layout at all? I know you're probably not like you don't live in the woods, but I know you know the woods. Do you know what's off in that direction?
I mean, best that I can recall is that is not quite the direction of Merrow. It's a little bit off of it, but Merrow would still fit the description.
Okay. So we have to have the realistic possibility that that is potentially someone from town as like a scouting party.
I think
Potentially,
our
but
location has
but
been
there's nothing we can
compromised.
guarantee. Mhm.
I'm with Ringtail. I think we need. I think we as little sleep as we got. I think we need to pack up and keep walking.
Yep.
Let's do whatever we need to do to leave no evidence behind and make sure we don't leave footprints.
Campfire is going to be pretty obvious. Even if we try to scatter, they're going to know we were at least here. Although they
Yeah, I know they're gonna know.
Yeah.
I know they're gonna know we're here. They already know we're here. I'm not worried about that. I want to make sure that we're not followed.
That's the big concern.
I could probably. Marsalis, you're a strong boy. You think I could follow you on your shoulders? At least cover my tricks.
I don't know, DM. Can I carry a raccoon on my shoulders?
Yeah.
All right. We'll give this a whack, and if it doesn't work, I'm going on your shoulders next. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, that would only be fair. It hurt. Probably do it for 2 seconds.
I don't know.
But it'd be fair.
It'd be funny one time.
It'd be funny once. I don't know if it'd be funny again.
All right. Well, before we get out of here, let's make sure that every track that we put in this camping area has been swept.
Yeah,
Yep.
Like get a tree branch, son.
let's treat this place like a crime scene. Let's just. Sorry, Nico. Nico, I didn't mean to do that to you. Let's leave this place cleaner than we found it.
Yeah,
the forest
no,
with
it's,
respect.
it's okay.
Nico also does his part to try and help. Does anyone do anything in particular other than just kind of smoothing with their shoe, their own footing?
The bundle of sticks that were acquired.
Mhm.
Is there a way that we can have those? Do we have a bag? Do any of us have bags?
As far as I'm aware, Nico does.
Yep.
Yeah, I have a backpack.
Nico, can we put some of these sticks in your bag so we can try and keep them so we can, I don't know, use them if we need them again at another camping spot?
Hmm.
Yeah. And I grab a bunch of the sticks and kind of line them up all in a row, and then I bind them really tight together and lash them to my bag.
Okay.
Perfect.
Anything else you guys do? It is still like dead middle of the night, as far as you can tell.
I say let's go opposite where the tracks seem to lead off back towards town for like maybe a mile.
We kind of need to go in like an arc away from town, though.
And then and then when we get about roughly a mile out, let's just like turn left or right. And
Yeah.
that way we're like breaking off of quote unquote the main drag.
Hmm.
So you guys want to intentionally get back to the main path, go up it about most of the way, and then turn off of it?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say we just go away from the main path, but we still go in a way that's like kind of awkward to be followed. It's not like a straight path one way. You do a bit of an arc. So that
I'm
way,
with that.
So that way, it can't be like, oh, they went specifically this direction, or oh, they went specifically this direction.
You guys intentionally don't follow a path. You just continue onward.
Correct.
Yeah. We just go wherever our feet lead us.
Sure.
Exactly.
Who decides to lead that?
I will lead it since I have the most knowledge and ease of walking about a forest. And something that Robert will do specifically is he will take off his little cowhide shoes that he has on just because he feels more comfortable with his bare feet on the forest floor and that he will leave less of a print. Well,
Yeah.
again, sorry for waking you all, but let's get going.
No, this was a good thing to wake us for. Location compromise is definitely a good thing for us to be alert of.
Yep.
Yeah. As you guys continue out, I'll say for the next hour or two of travel, entirely just traveling in silence, as there's not a whole lot to observe. It's just much more trees. And not much else, until eventually you guys do stumble upon trees going slightly uphill towards what you remember was a far off mountain range. You are now towards that mountain range. Do you guys choose to traverse up it, traverse around it, or go somewhere else?
How traverse around it?
Yeah, how dangerous would the scale up be?
I mean, right now it's starting at like a very slow incline, but that depends on how high you want to climb the mountain.
I mean, it's still the middle of the night. We still gotta collect some kind of sleep. I say we not climb the mountain. Try around it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm with you guys on that one.
Yeah, conserve energy, go around the mountain for now.
Yeah.
So
we'll go slower and use more energy trying to traverse it.
Okay, so you guys will just kind of continue around it for a little bit. Do you guys continue to go left or right?
Until I think we go off to the left now, right?
Yeah, let's go off to the left.
That sounds right.
I follow.
Hey. As you guys go left, probably another 20 or 30 minutes or so, you guys find a little shack. There's no noise coming from it, no visible sign that anyone is there. Granted, it is the middle of the night, but it seems very remote for where you guess that you are. I mean, none of you are expert cartographers, nor do you have a map. Nor have likely any of you been here, but it seems like a mostly deserted shed, barring some insects. Do you choose to approach it?
Check the door.
I think it's worth checking out. I just don't know if it's one of those things that we... I don't know if it's the thing that we stay.
Yeah. You all stay here. I'll check it out real quick just to make sure that there's nothing suspicious about it.
Probably a good idea.
Okay. What are you looking for?
So as I go up to the cabin, the first thing that I'm looking for is if there is any kind of window that will let me see inside without actually getting inside.
This thing is maybe 7 feet by 7 feet wide. The door takes up half of the width of the space. It is very small. Like I said, it is a shack.
Yeah.
At best.
Doesn't mean there can't be a window.
There are no windows.
So after seeing that there is no windows on the shack, I slowly approach the door and open it just to make sure that if there is anything that might have fallen over in the time of its last use between now, that nothing will continue to fall over when I open the door and make any kind of sound that will bring any attention to us, should people be nearby.
So just very carefully opening the door.
Yeah.
Understood. You slowly reach for the handle, and the handle comes off in your hand as you see the other side of it is like rusted, and the door where the hinge would be is extremely rusted. It is barely put together.
Mm-hmm.
As you slowly pull the door open from the little hole of the handle, you look in, and it is just full of dead leaves, mostly probably from seasons past. Maybe a little bit of mud from the rain. There's like a tiny hole in the roof where rain has probably come in a few times from. But all in all, seems to be an abandoned shed with nobody inside. Just an empty shed.
Right. When I discover that, I will go back to the rest of the group and tell them, all right, this is a very old, very much so abandoned shed. I don't think that even if this was set up by the people in Merrow, that they would remember this little shed. Let's keep going.
I agree with that sentiment.
We're not gonna stay in the shed.
The shed is too small to stay in. It can barely hold Marsalis within it.
7 foot wide.
Good old, at least 2.
7 by 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could at least kind of lay down in it.
Maybe a little
Yeah.
curled up, but technically.
Mm-hmm. If we're fine with the cramped space, then we can stay there.
I don't know if we should stay in a shed that was built by somebody. Because clearly this didn't just spawn here.
No, it didn't, but it is dilapidated to the point and no equipment in sight, where I firmly believe that no hunter or anybody will be looking for this shed.
Hey, your call. I'll pass the hat to you. If you want to make the call, then let's do it.
The handle's made of iron. It's probably been here long, long before anyone's ever even considered to use it.
I don't care how long it's been here. If the handle's made of iron, I'm not opening that door.
That's a fair point.
Because that's the last thing I need is to us get caught because my stupid behind is stuck on a door.
Mm-hmm. Well, luckily for you, the handle already came off. I'll just pocket it, okay?
Duly noted.
Okay. You guys head into the shed, I presume.
Yeah.
All right, let's pile in, boys.
As the lot of you enter in, the wind seems to die down as only the night pours through. You inside, originally not finding anything as you take a first glance, as you're not really searching for things, but more so for people. You do find a few small things, which seems to be more interesting to Ringtail than anyone else. But you do find a couple of split logs that have definitely been here, and the wood has decomposed a little bit, but could be useful. You also find two what you originally thought were decorations hanging on the wall. You find broken, dismantled rabbit traps.
Pocketing those.
They're big, almost as big as you.
Darn.
And they're very much broken. Like, they're in a bunch of different pieces, but they're hanging on the wall, kind of like a decoration.
Do they have, like, bear trap teeth to them?
Yes, very rusted. And again, that's probably the biggest part, that are as big as you. There are, like, various springs and small metal gizmos that are mounted to the wall. Marsalis, you very quickly side-eye them and then realize that they're stuck to the wall, so you feel a little bit more at ease. And then you see a map that is crudely scratched onto a parchment roll.
You know what?
A map. Just
Map.
crudely on a parchment rolled up.
Hey, what's this deal here?
How's it still in one piece?
You open it up.
Let's open it carefully, just in case, it's like crispy.
Crispy. As in, like...
Yeah.
Okay.
Aged.
Or like,
Yeah.
old and rotten paper,
Yeah.
easily breakable or disintegratable.
So, the first thing that stands out to you is you currently know that it is the year 1426, as far as you're aware. This map has a date scribbled very loosely on the corner that reads 1398. So, you could presume it's a bit older, and maybe not super up to date. And also, it's a very crude drawing of the town of Merrow down in the corner. And then out of that corner, you see the main road in which you guys took, the forest in between, as well as the shed towards the upper left, and the mountain range towards the top. And it is just simply named Mount Crag. And on there, a couple of other things that you hadn't maybe passed by, but you do see a creek as well as a bridge that spans that creek. And just some various drawings of perhaps a bunny within the forest that seems to be X'd out. You can assume from the details that this room was likely a trapper's shed that was used a long time ago. Seems to also conveniently cover all of the areas that you guys have been through, so take that as you will.
That's nice. At least we know where we are now.
Yep.
Anything anyone would like to do, or do you guys just get some rest?
Let's take the time to get some rest, because
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have a long day ahead of us.
Okay. It is an in-swinging door. So you guys feel a lot safer in here than you guys did out in the forest. Does anyone not choose to fall asleep or once again take watch, or do you choose to use your newfound point of relaxation?
There's the
I'm gonna fall asleep.
Okay. Got it.
probably for the wise.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone not fall asleep?
Ringtail's probably going to stay up for 1 hour.
Okay.
Just 1 additional hour, just to make sure they were not followed.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And Robert is going to fall asleep since he stayed awake for a good 4 hours, in addition to however long it took us to get here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll nudge Ringtail, be like, yo, when wake me up when you're ready to head off, so I can
All right,
make
I
sure
can do
it's
that.
taken care of.
And we will now cut to a commercial break. And now, Ringtail, we come to you as the camera pans back to you. It is very late in the evening. You guys have been feeling like you've been on the run for a while. You got at least a couple hours of sleep in your mind. Is there anything that you're doing in this hour that you had said that you wanted to just...
So during this hour, with that metal rod and the fish bones that I got, I'm going to probably take a little bit of rope and try to add those fish bones to the metal rod to make a makeshift club.
Okay. Sure.
Like not a very big one, mind you. It's like half a foot of metal. And a
Yeah,
pipe.
yeah. Go ahead and
It still would hurt.
give me either a knowledge or dexterity check.
Let me give you a knowledge. Because that has a little more stats to that. That's going to be a 21 with knowledge.
Golly. Yeah, that is our first beyond 20 roll. Congrats. Of the entire campaign. Given their stats. You over the next, we'll call it hour, you decide you want to take some time and really make this a decent backup plan. As you know, you're good at avoiding getting hurt, but if you ever need to do some hurting, you think to yourself, this would hurt me, so why not? And you really take some time quietly as the shed creaks a little bit, just with the wind blowing, going to and forth. You're able to fix together a club that would probably work, and it feels light enough that you can swing, small enough but dense enough that it would hurt.
Probably good for one swing though. Probably one before the fish bones broke.
It feels pretty sturdy.
And by the end of the hour, seeing that I had finished my little project, I'm going to poke Marsalis and wake him up.
Oh, hey, that's a nice
Your turn.
cool little thing you got there.
Yeah, don't worry about this. Anyways, your turn.
My turn? Okay. Problem is, who do I wake up?
That's entirely up to you. I'm going to bed.
That's valid. You get some rest, dude.
You see his little club that he's made as he kind of holds it tight, and then what do you get up to? Or do you? Or do you just focus on thinking? Remembering all that's happened over the last...
Gonna like take my time and just assess kind of what just went down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna look at Ringtail's little tool there, and I'm not gonna take it, but I want to see if I can use my powers to just kind of like move it a little bit. Just see how well tuned can I. If I focus hard enough, what can I do? I'm gonna just experiment a little bit.
Okay.
The moment you try to move it, you'll notice his hand darts for it and immediately grabs it.
Hey, not taking it, just testing stuff. Go back to sleep.
If you want to test something, Marsalis, here. I throw the iron hinge that we melted back in episode 1.
It flies at you, Marsalis.
I kind of like try to duck out of the way a little bit and be like, all right.
Give me a dexterity check.
Uh-oh.
I'm not hucking it at his forehead.
It's not you.
All right.
You tossed a metallic object at the dude who's magnetic. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm gonna roll this die.
Does 47 hit you? Oh, geez, he's gone.
Uh-oh.
There's now a giant whole crater behind him leading through the shed.
Hey, Hoss, that's gonna be a 2 there.
A 2?
That's a 2.
With a 2, yeah. Right as Ringtail described it. He tosses it at you, and it picks up velocity and magnetizes itself to your forehead. You can go ahead and take 1 point of damage from that.
Me.
As it lands with... Yes. It lands with a thunk. Definitely leaving a bruise.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good, I'm gonna say, holding my head. Who was supposed to know that the metallic object would increase speed for the magnetic?
Oh man, if that was the club, that would have done even more. Gosh.
Yeah, upon further review, that was not my best moment.
Well, better clunk than a clunk. Going back to sleep.
Well, good news is you didn't drop the bolt. The bad news is it is stuck to your forehead.
That's not great. Well, ow, that hurt.
Is there anything you're trying to do at this point with?
Is it bleeding or is it just bruised?
It's bruised.
Okay. I'm just gonna...
You feel the very slightest concussion coming on, but you think you'll be all right.
I'm just gonna sit there now and try to remedy my head. I was gonna try to train myself a little bit, but not now. Now I'm just gonna hold my head and listen for people and watch.
Okay. Yeah, your hour-long watch goes without a hitch. I want you to give me a body check to see if you can overcome the desire to fall asleep before deciding to wake someone else up. Because you weren't exactly given a person to wake up.
No, I was not. Oh, that's scary. It's there's 2. That's a 12.
Yeah, 12, you kind of, like, you start slipping into sleep, but then you go, wait, hey, I should probably wake someone up. And you kind of, like, groggy, like, wipe your forehead a bit to not fall asleep. You kind of look around the room. You know that Nico has not taken a watch, and you also know that Robert seems to be doing okay, but...
Yo, Robert took first watch. Hey, Nico. Hey, Papa, come here. Wake up.
What? Yeah. Okay.
I'm struggling here to stay awake. I'm gonna need you to take over.
Yeah, I can do that.
Everything's been pretty
okay.
clear.
Okay. All right. Cool. So I'm doing stuff now for the next hour.
If you want to.
Okay. Yeah. So I am going to. I'm going to brainstorm a way to effectively sneak back into town. Yes, with the limited knowledge that I have, and I'll do that for part of the time. And the other part of the time, I want to try and, at least to some small degree, I want to practice manipulating my shadows without, while keeping my emotions under control.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you start brainstorming an idea on how to get back into town. A couple of thoughts cross your mind, as well as just kind of playing with the shadows in the room, the moonlight coming through the little hole in the ceiling. Nothing eventful, thankfully, and you are able to use it to just kind of poke and prod at little things in the room, on the walls, anything in particular, or just kind of practicing moving it around.
Yeah, practicing moving, maybe manipulating its shape a little bit into like a hook or like a curve, not like a not like a pirate hook, but more just like a curve.
Yeah.
Thinking if I can manipulate it as like a curve, then I might be able to grab something and pull it. Maybe as to see how thin of a shadow that I can make.
Mm-hmm.
Just different ways to kind of find or at least feather with some limitations.
Mm-hmm. You're checking its limits, kind of stretching it out, pulling it in, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I know that I can make it big enough to cover a window, but how
how narrow can I make it? Could I make it narrow enough to slip between a door frame or a keyhole? Can I make it um, thin enough that it is indistinguishable from a thread? You know, that kind of thing.
I'll say over the next few hours, you actually find some enjoyment and satisfaction out of this that you don't even realize the time.
The time pass.
Yeah. Uh, you don't exactly keep in mind the time frame that passes. You kind of just let it go and slip, and eventually the morning light starts to come through as you start to fade to sleep for maybe an hour or two. But you find comfort that the sun has come up, that nobody is awoken. You don't even yourself know how much time has passed, and you figure, things feel okay right about now. And you go ahead and just take a little sleepy nap.
Okay.
And after some time passes, I would say Ringtail and Marsalis both wake up pretty similar in time. You guys both wake up seeing that nobody else is necessarily on guard or keeping an eye, but the place seems to be all right. So there's that.
Called it a little bit of a close one, but man,
Ringtail's gonna slowly open the door and peek out.
You look out, and it's the forest, but the sun is peeking through some of the canopy, just ever so slightly. Maybe not canopy, the tree line. That would be a better word. As the early morning comes, does anyone in particular do anything?
well, if Ringtail's checked to see that we're clear and safe to go, I'll start getting stuff together and getting us ready to go for the day.
Okay. What does that look like?
Gathering whatever things are, whatever things we have, anything that we need to get, making sure people are woken up. But I'll do the waking up part last, like once the sun's like fully visible almost,
Mm-hmm.
just so we can get going on a day of, because we need to get food together.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you guys aren't traveling with a whole lot of things, so unless there's anything in particular that you do, are you trying to gather stuff in the forest, or mainly just in the room?
I'm just trying to make sure that anybody who came in with stuff leaves with stuff.
Okay. So just the shed and its belongings.
Pretty much.
Okay. Yeah. Seems like everything's pretty much in order. I mean, you guys fell asleep pretty quickly, not had a whole lot of space to spread out, so feel pretty good there. Ringtail, is there anything you're planning on doing, or just kind of waiting for everyone to wake up?
Well, after peeking through the door and seeing that there's nothing out there, he's going to brandish his little tiny dinky club. He's going to go outside. He's going to patrol.
Okay. What are you looking for in particular?
Any sign of anyone.
Cool. I'll say you patrol for about a half an hour, really trying to sweep the radius. Once again, remembering that you had seen footsteps early in the night. You once again see a similar set of footprints, seeming almost exactly like the ones that you had seen last night. Once again, roughly 30 to 50 feet from the shed, seeming to stop at the shed and then turn around. But this time, not coming from the direction of Merrow.
Interesting.
They seem to come and go from almost the opposite direction, actually.
Well, that's something to report. I then scurry back to the shed and tell everyone.
Okay.
Are you saying these are the same footprints you saw?
They are the exact same footprints. I like. You want to come look at them? We can come look at them together. The sun's out. You can perfectly see them.
Yeah, I do.
And those who are awake and choose to go can go, and they do look quite similar to the night before.
Now, I don't know, gentlemen, about you, but one time having somebody just come upon an encampment, seeing that other people, they realizing they're in the wrong space and turn around, that's one thing. Having it happen twice, though.
Yeah. One thing I do want to note about the footprints this time is Nico, who is a bit shorter, they're actually probably closer to your size footprints, far closer to yours than Robert's, but they're definitely not the shoe or the tread that you're wearing.
Okay. Are they so closer to my size? Are they still bigger than my foot, or are they smaller? Like,
Swan John, if this guy has clown feet.
I'm sorry, say that again.
So they're not quite Marsalis's size.
Oh,
and they're closer to
Marsalis's
my
are way
size.
larger than anyone's. Robert's are still a good bit bigger because he's a full-grown man, and yours are a bit smaller because you're quite short. They're probably close to your size, if not slightly smaller.
Slightly smaller. Okay, that was my question. Okay. Are they? So there's a tread though. It's still a shoe.
Yeah, it's definitely a shoe, not a boot.
Okay.
Not like paw prints or anything like that.
Okay. How far is the stride
Ooh,
from
great
step
question.
to step?
Slightly shorter than your stride is. Like slightly more frequent paces, barely. Like you kind of
Yeah.
step next to it to kind of compare, and yours is only a bit longer.
Okay.
What you thinking, Nico?
I think our fellow companion. If you say that this is the same footsteps that we saw before, that you saw before, I think our companion is someone about my age, if not a little younger. They are. How deep is the impression of the footprint?
Given the weather,
And the ground.
not tangibly different than
Okay.
others.
Than others or me?
All of you are generally having the same depth to your footprint.
Oh, okay, so weight isn't
Not factored.
Okay. All right.
Also, that's a very impressive thing to look for that I was not accounting for by any metric. So,
if I'm playing a very smart person, I have to think like a very smart person.
No, that's a fair question to ask.
And the direction they're going off, you said it came from a different direction than
The
Merrow, and then
opposite.
proceeded to.
The opposite of Merrow, and it goes back the way they came.
So, gathering this correctly, the footprints were walking in the direction of Merrow toward our camp, and then turned around and retreated back.
The first time that you had seen them, they were not walking directly from Merrow. They were walking from the path that you guys had walked off, found your little campsite, and it seemed that they went back toward the path. Then, today, the opposite direction that you believe Merrow to be from where you're at, because, you guys are kind of just guessing. that would be the direction that the footprints came from this time.
Okay. It appears our follower is well versed in tracking. And I kind of look around. I'm looking for. We weren't careful when we fled. And I kind of look around at the ground at where we've been like traipsing through the woods, seeing broken sticks and.
Yeah, you guys tried to smooth over some footprints, but I mean, not perfectly.
Okay.
Well, regardless of who has been tracking us, they found us. They know where we are. And either they're hiding in the bushes a stone throw away from here, or they're reporting back to whoever they've been sent by.
So
My question is, though, why would they still be hunting us all through the night? Is my question. Why would they even bother? They knew that we were hunkering down here. They would have returned back to Merrow.
correct. So why track a quarry if your goal is not information?
Correct. It's
Which
either
means
there's two options. That either they are trying to report something that they have either a way to, I don't know, send a falcon that lets them get a little farther out, or they are trying to communicate with us specifically.
And that I think is I believe to be the correct answer. I think
Or
they're
they're trying
waiting
to
for
kill
a
us.
good.
I mean, they could be waiting for allies to come, for all we know. There could be more than one of them.
Which still fits my theory that they're trying to make contact with us and they're waiting for a good time. Whether their intent, I can't speak to their intentions, but I believe.
I mean, look at these footprints. I mean, like, this is someone who's probably shorter than you by quite a bit.
Right.
I mean,
so
like,
a group of four, and we only see. I look around.
When they said that's short. To be honest,
No
offense.
I mean, you are making a good point. I wouldn't take offense to a good point.
Well, no, what I'm saying is that if they were going to send a scout to try to find us, usually what gods do, they usually send out like search parties, usually in groups of 2 or 3. They aren't usually this stealthy. Usually they're hunting people with torches in the woods. Usually they try to do patrols that flush out people in a large area. This isn't the case here. This is someone who's stalking us. And that means that they are someone who is 1, short, and 2, probably looking to talk with us. Or they're curious about us and don't know what the heck we are. Which, in fairness, for the past 24 hours, I don't blame anyone with that.
Okay.
So, what are you thinking? You thinking we go follow?
No, I have a better idea.
We tie up the elves.
I look at the group. I size up the group and I look at Ringtail and I go, Ringtail.
Yeah.
How good can you? And I point up at the canopy. Can you jump from tree to tree? And how quietly can you do it?
Jump, yes. Quietly, I don't know about that one.
Can you show me?
All right. Get ready to catch me if I fall.
I look at Marsalis.
I ain't catching them.
Hold on, Marsalis. Hold it. I hand him the little tiny club that fits probably in both of his palms.
Oh yeah, it's like small enough that you could one-handed wield Ringtail. Like this is, remember,
it's
the
small enough
pipe
for me
was
to
6
one-hand.
inches wide.
For him, it's like literally in the palm of his hand. And I start climbing up the tree.
How loud are you?
Well, I'm gonna try not to be super loud.
Yeah, give me a
I'm still
dexterity
climbing.
check.
You got it. I was waiting for that prompt.
DC is very low.
Oh.
Oh,
no.
Hello.
I mean,
Hello.
Oh. That was a 2.
Nico,
Oh.
hold on. Nico, you see this, and you see some inefficiencies in his movement. I want to see if you can instruct him to give him better advice on how to move quieter. And I want you to give me a knowledge check.
Okay. Do you want the number before I
Total.
give
Just total.
some advice?
Use the number to be your advice that you give him.
Okay. All right.
6, 7.
Ringtail, I think to make your movements a little bit quieter, instead of gripping and lunging, grab and pull. Don't treat it like you're trying to race up the tree. Treat it as if you're trying to spider crawl up the tree. I rolled a 13.
Okay. Yeah, we'll give you one more dexterity check with that, kind of giving you a roundabout advantage roll.
I will take that. Bruh.
Oh no.
I rolled a 1.
Well,
Ringtail falls out of the tree.
yeah, Ringtail, you barely prevented yourself from falling before. Unfortunately, you just try to like.
Did they listen to catch me? That is the important thing.
Someone give me a dexterity check. Anyone.
I got you.
All right, Marsalis.
It's a 16. No, 15.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. You are able to snatch him out of the air
How did...
right before you'd hit the
Oh,
ground.
thanks, Marsalis.
I got you, boo.
Never call me that again.
We'll let that one simmer.
Okay, maybe I need to rethink my plan. How about can you sneak on the forest floor without making a sound?
I can do that.
Oh. Okay. I thought you was talking about me because I imagine I'm still holding you.
All right, Ringtail, this time I need you to give me a knowledge check. This one's a little bit less
boy.
about being fast or smooth. This is just like understanding the leaves and knowing how to lurk.
Gosh, my dice is trying to run away from me.
It's not a good idea.
That's going to be a 9.
9. Okay. Yeah, you feel like reasonably quiet. Nico, I mean, it's a pretty quiet day right now, and you feel like you could still kind of hear him, but only when you're closer and actually fully aware that he's there.
Okay. All right. I think I can work with that. I look at Marsalis and Robert, and now my plan is this. I'm going to, because I'm the smallest, if our fellow friend is who is about the stature that I believe they are, they're going to be, I believe, to be about my size, if not just a little smaller. And so I'll be the easiest.
My size.
What?
I wonder if they make boots in my size.
You're a
That's
lot
a thought.
smaller
They make boots.
than
I don't
Nico.
think they make boots in my size.
I don't
However,
think so
if
either.
they did, could I pull off a good pair of tins? That's what I wonder. The ye old tins. I love that
Ye
brand. They make some good pouches. All the
I think
good
he means. I
pouches.
think he means ye current.
Yeah,
Okay. I will have to think about that.
think about they're good boots.
So my plan, as I was saying, my plan is if I wander out kind of on my own, maybe toward but adjacent to the their previous walk path that we're kind of investigating now. Maybe I can get their attention, and with me being supposedly by myself, maybe they'd be willing to approach. But in reality, Ringtail is going to be sneakily kind of out in front and diagonal to me, kind of watching me and
Now,
keeping watch while
I have an
Marsalis
idea.
and Robert.
I have an
are
idea. This is going to
handling.
sound really crazy. This is going to sound really crazy. What if we just call out to them?
Well, and that's where I was going to call out for Robert and Marsalis to give the illusion that I'm alone and that we got separated. I'm trying to create the perception that I am alone and that I can be approached without fear of retaliation. But I want to spring a trap.
I see.
They're obviously too intimidated by the four of us to approach us together. So if we can catch them off guard by themselves, I think if we call out to them, I think that will push them further away because it provides the assumption that we know they're there and they're going to be less likely to approach us.
In fairness, they were only willing to approach us by what, like 30-something feet in the middle of the night under the cover of darkness? Even if you are alone or seem to be alone, they might not even get any closer than that in the middle of the day.
I am up for better options.
Honestly, I cannot think of any at the moment.
No.
This
Not
is a tricky
without
situation.
at least 100 feet of rope and more fish bones.
And that's one of the reasons I can't come up with something better is because we don't have enough material for me to fashion something a little more
Yeah, we gotta
secure.
fix that.
We will have to
Find a way
return
get
to
more
town.
materials. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to. If there's no other town within a good walking distance of here, at least by a day, then it's not gonna be a good idea.
And as I say, we will have to return to town. I say it in the tactful mind, like in a tactician mindset, and then the realization kind of begins to come over me that we're gonna have to return to town. Oh God!
I mean,
I start to clam up a little bit.
Okay. First of all, listen, kid. I need to know one thing. Did you intentionally do what I think you did to that guard?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Okay, that's all I need to know. We're moving on from this. Then it was clearly an accident, and I don't think you're the only one who's got problems with controlling the powers here.
I like to imagine the camera just pans to Marsalis, just like sitting there,
The Office style.
sitting there, sticking his finger to the metal rod back and forth, just like connecting it, pulling it off, connecting it, pulling it off.
Is the hinge still attached to his forehead?
No.
Okay.
Oh, that would have been so much better if it was.
It would be pretty funny.
That's why I asked.
I just imagine when Ringtail handed his glove over, he like just stuck it to his leg and just walked away like it was a whiteboard.
I'm not that pasty, boy.
Anyways, so we're probably going to have to go back into town. That seems to be what the cards were dealt with.
Yep.
So, wait, Robert, you're awake. How long have you been awake?
No,
Have you been
just
awake
woke
this whole
up.
time? You just woke up? Well, good morning. Yeah, those tracks
Well,
are
thank
here
you.
now. Tracks that we found last night, I followed, apparently.
Apologies.
They're
I've
here
been
now.
planning this under the assumption that Robert was here, that we were all kind of gathered.
It's
Oh,
fine.
he's
You
been
catch
this whole
Robert up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anyways, quick rundown. Person probably shorter than Nico, smaller footprints, still showing up. We're
Right,
plotting to see if we can get them to show themselves.
All right. The person is smaller than Nico. They're here. Robert is going through his mind, trying to remember if there was anybody of note from Merrow that would fit the description. Like if it was the person who dropped off the drunk person with us, for instance.
Right. No. That person was a little bit bigger, or about your size. Not bigger than you.
Cabbage
So,
Man.
Cabbage Man, I mean, most of the people you guys have interacted with have been like fully grown men. Or like at the most, you remember Harold was a bit shorter than you, but usually wearing sandals. So not
You mean to
shoes.
tell me there's no women in this world?
You guys haven't interacted with any.
Oh, dang, that's the secret. Oh, lads, we done goofed. Oh, no.
No, this is a high fantasy setting like Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, where he only had one good female role. It's fine.
Excuse you? There was more than one.
Anyway.
There was more than one.
Moving on. You have not interacted with any, at least not in a significant capacity. Just so happening that all of the NPCs you guys have chosen to interact with have all been men.
Emotional damage.
Okay. A Tarask suddenly spawns on top of Ringtail. Kills it. No.
This is my fate. I go willingly in the night.
No, I'm kidding. Okay. So.
All right. I think we give it maybe an hour, and then begin to execute my plan.
You're hanging around the
Good
shed
idea.
for now.
Hanging around
And who is looking where at what?
on a summer's day.
I'm gonna try and gather some mushrooms again.
Okay.
We still need some kind of food, so I'm gonna use that opportunity to scout out some other and look for other tracks and see if maybe they've approached from a different side of the house or the shed.
Okay. As you're foraging for the next, let's call it 20 or so minutes, you don't find any tracks, but you do find some mushrooms. They're actually growing very close to the shed, as it seems the shed has given them enough shade during the day to grow aptly. And you find about a similar amount as you had found previously of mushrooms.
Okay. Are they the same type of mushroom?
Yep, they look almost identical. Probably the more common one in this region.
Okay.
Edible. Probably not super tasty, but edible. Anything else you guys are looking to do in the meantime?
Where do we leave off on these tracks?
Is this in character?
Yes.
Okay.
I somehow missed that update.
Do you want me to go over the plan again, or are you just wondering about the tracks?
Not so much the plan, but just like where we're at. Like, what's the current? What is our current standing?
Well, I believe that the tracks belong to someone probably a little younger, maybe a little smaller than me. And since they have found us twice in one night, we're going to try and ambush them to learn about who they are. So I guess the question or the answer to your question is we're still learning. But we've come up with a way
what do you
to figure
need
out
to do?
what I want you and am I talking to Robert? Or am I talking to Marsalis?
You're talking to Marsalis.
Marsalis.
What I want you and Robert to do is to hang back as I'm traipsing through the woods and be ready to sprint up and help me capture the person that we're trying to draw out. My assumption is that I'm small and not as intimidating as the rest of us, and they might be more willing to approach me if I'm alone, because they seem hesitant to approach the group entirely. And so I want to give them an opportunity to step out, and we're going to capitalize on that.
I get behind it.
Okay. So in the next half hour, because I'm assuming about a half hour's passed, I've spent 20 minutes looking for mushrooms, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
As you said.
In the next half hour, I think how we'll start this off is I'm going to kind of just set off into the woods in maybe near the direction of the footprints, and Ringtail is going to quietly circle around me and kind of get in front and to the side, and view from there. And then you guys are going to follow me from behind, and probably about 50 yards, just being ready to, hiding behind trees, but being ready to jump out and assist me if they show themselves. And I'll give a signal, and the signal will be a really loud whistle. We all clear on the plan?
Yeah, let's get it rolling.
Bonk it and go feral on whoever is being aggressive. Gotcha.
I'll
Okay.
talk to Ringtail. You do you, we'll do us.
Just pans over. I'm just foaming at the mouth, ready to go.
Now, remember, we're not trying to harm them. We're just trying to capture them, or at least show that we're not dangerous and people to be afraid of.
Slowly lowers little spike club that I had fashioned.
Okay, I think we're ready to put the plan into motion.
All right.
I think so too.
Yeah. You spend some time just kind of waiting around, trying to seem unaware and unobservant as to try and get said person to approach you. And you'll occasionally glance over in the direction, but not wanting it to be obvious. You try and mostly keep your eyes away from the direction that you would presume them to be. And you don't see anything. You spend like a good 20-30 minutes, and I think right as you're about to give up, you don't see anything, but you do hear a rustling in the bushes. Maybe not in the bushes, I'm sorry. A rustling near the trees about, 40, 50 feet away. From that same direction that you had previously found the footprints.
Okay. With that, I begin to I look that direction, and I kind of walk not directly at the noise where I thought it was, but I walk maybe at its, we'll say 11 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock. And as I do, I call out Marsalis, Robert, and I begin to continue walking that direction.
Okay. Continue walking that direction. And as you get slightly closer to where the noise is coming from, again, not seeing anything, but you definitely hear something in that direction, and it gets quieter and quieter as you get closer to it.
Okay. I call out again for Marsalis and Robert, and as I'm doing so, do I see or hear Ringtail?
Ringtail
No.
is.
Nope.
Wow.
Cool.
Don't see me. Okay. You can't see me.
Okay, I keep going.
Yeah, you keep going, and eventually to the point where the noise is gone. And eventually you just, out of curiosity, decide to look on over. And you once again see those footprints, this time taking longer strides. You could probably assume someone was running, but you never saw anyone. You glanced over that way several times, and based on where these footprints are, you should have definitely been able to see them. You definitely heard them.
I begin briskly kind of jogging, kind of not quite a full sprint, but running in that direction as I'm still calling out for Robert and Marsalis, as was the plan.
Right. Yeah, you keep looking around, hoping to spot someone. Not really catching up to whatever. You do still see the footprints lead quite a bit out. Again, at that like faster stride as you keep calling out.
Yep.
Skip, Marsalis, Robert, and Ringtail. You guys can barely hear Nico anymore at this point.
Should we get closer so we can kind of tail him?
I don't
I
trust
think-
this. I'm getting closer.
Neither
I'm
do I.
going to do it. I'm going to do it stealthily.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and as you get closer, you see the footprints of Nico as well as another set of footprints heading off in that direction. Both of them, just based off the distance between the footprints, seem to be running.
They're certainly here.
I'm gonna start picking up the pace. Again, assuming that everyone's still adhering to the plan. I'm gonna follow the tracks.
Yeah. You
Yep.
keep following them for quite a while.
Do they turn left or right, or are they still going in a straight line?
They're going in a straight line. They're trying to get distance from you. And I'll say after a while, you still see them and you can hear, but you cannot see anyone. To the point where you can finally start hearing what you think are your own paces making an echo within the forest. You actually hear another that you are very slowly catching up to.
Okay. I stop yelling out and I begin to match my running pace with the rhythm of the steps that I'm hearing.
Okay. Keeping that in mind, you hear them at the same pace, and they don't get quieter or louder. Once again, you still, like, you're running in a perfectly straight line. You don't see the origin of the footsteps. You hear them, and you only see the footsteps, but nothing else.
Well, I'm not liking this.
Neither am I.
Yeah, at this point, when Nico stops calling out, Ringtail is just going to start matching the pace of Nico, not even being stealthy anymore.
Okay. Yeah,
Because like
your folks.
stealth is out the window at this point.
Sure. You are easily catching up to him. Maybe not easily, but you are catching up to him over the next few minutes of running. Both of you are like panting, but you're still giving it all you have, I assume, at this point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
At this point, Ringtail's gonna ask Nico, "What's going on? Talk to me."
I think we were spotted. I can hear him up ahead, but I'm trying to catch up. And I'm trying to talk somewhat quietly, but being, running is
kind of hard to do both.
But can you you can run faster? They're just up ahead. I can hear them. Go.
And hearing that, Ringtail is just gonna give all of his might as best as he can and just book it.
Yeah. You start hoofing it as fast as you possibly can.
Do I start noticing that the footprints are the only thing I'm seeing?
You are firmly. To the point where like you can see far enough of where you should be able to see someone. You know these are being laid right now. And yet you don't see anyone.
There's no one there.
You actually start catching up so much that you see the footprints being laid, but nobody is standing where that should be. You're probably about 80 feet, 70 feet, 60 feet away, just hoofing it, trying to understand it. Maybe you're missing something. Maybe it's, your sleepiness playing tricks on you.
Can I do a knowledge check? Can I please do a knowledge check?
What are you trying to discern?
I'm trying to figure out, is this something that's similar to what we are? Because there is no reason I shouldn't be able to see a person there. And I have been through so much wild stuff in the past 24 hours, and seeing all these different powers, it's like, is this a eureka moment of like, is this someone else like us, or are we actually just going insane?
No check needed.
No check needed.
You pause, catching your breath. And before you can even fully form the thought, you say, "Hey, stop!" And you see the footprints stop. And that is where we
just
will
wanna
end tonight's session.
Oh.
You guys will have the opportunity to potentially talk next session. And any note for the viewers at home?
Things again spooky.
My plan was a
There's
partial
another
success.
one.
Yeah. Like, I kind of had the thought of, like, why the heck, if they were actually after us, why the heck did they not report us? Why would they keep following us a second time?
Mm-hmm.
Guess we'll have to find
Something
out
about
next
that
episode.
Made me low. Oh.
Thank you, viewers. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do. And if you want to catch these episodes a week early, consider subscribing to me on Twitch at Knight of Christ, KN1GHT of Christ, on twitch.tv. And you'll be able to get access to these a full week early. Otherwise, we will catch you guys next session. Goodbye!
Why?
Bye.
Keep business legitimate.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
Lost in the static, maps torn apart, a strange artifact, one